Hi guys, so how are you doing? I want to do a little decompressing before we go on to the item that I just got in from HSN. What did you guys all order on your craft day? Was it spectacular? Was it just kind of eh? I know sometimes I have craft days where it's just not my day. There's other times where I'm like looking forward to so many things and of course I jump on it. One thing I thought was funny, I did this review for you guys because it came in early because I ordered it early with a coupon, I guess, now that I think about it. Or it might have been free shipping with 75. I can't remember, but I got it early, so that's just what I did. The Valentine easel die set, which is super easy to use, so pretty. Of course, Anna Griffin always adds different things to make it even more gorgeous. Things that you can pick up from her or make yourself, the little toppers. And it didn't sell out. At least I don't think it did. It didn't sell out yesterday, so I don't know. I haven't checked today because I've been doing other things. But, it's there. And if you're able to get it, go ahead. I know a lot of people said, oh, I just saw your review. And I totally, I ordered it. So that's great. I am trying a new lighting situation. So there's a glare here instead of the little glare that I normally get from my overhead lighting. So we'll see how that works. If that doesn't work out for me, I'll try something else. It's actually an Ott light that I've had for over a decade. I love it. I've never replaced the bulb. It's great. But I did want to mention that, okay, so people had asked, like, with the Crafter's Companion, I'm going to put this here because I don't like to see that glare, and that way it'll stop that glare. With Crafter's Companion, what I ordered during their birthday week, and now that I think about it, the birthday week was so long ago, it seems like so long ago, but they had so many shows running up to it, during the time, and to be honest, I don't know, the sales were pretty good, but they weren't, like, ridiculous good, because they always do crazy things anyway, right, like the bundles they put together and stuff like that, and they, like I always said, if you're just willing to wait for something, it'll probably come up for sale super cheap, and I mean super cheap, right? When they want $30 for like a die set, it'll be like $7 or $8 or something later, and like no joke. So if you're willing to wait, or they might have a bundle of the whole whatever the set is for very, very inexpensive. Even things they bring to HSN, I know sometimes they say some things are exclusive, and I like to believe that, but at the same time, later on, I'm like, well, she'll say sometimes they had some leftover stock or whatever that they end up selling, right? So that's not something I would chance, because it's possible you're not going to get it, but everything else usually comes in. And so I ordered a ton of things between like the 23rd and 25th. I don't want to say a ton, but like several orders, because for every 50 or same however 100 or whatever it was, or 10, 50, 100, you got a different gift. So I'm supposedly getting all kinds of little free gifts, including the little zipper pouch that supposedly is only available through that time when you ordered for the birthday week. And then a color that they created out of the tricolor pens. So I'm gonna have like 10 of those tricolor pens. But that stuff was ordered, like I said, 23rd, 24th-ish. And I finally got notice like on the 28th that if 3 different orders were sent out, and I'm like, oh, they better not put in the same box because maybe I won't get the same free gifts. And Sarah even mentioned if you split up your orders, you're going to get those free gifts, right? And split up that way. So if you did multiples, you're still going to get multiples of the free gifts. But anyway, and then I just got a message this morning that something, a sales order. I'm like, what's this about? Because I haven't really bought anything in the last little while. And it was still from that day, from those times. So again, supposedly things are going to be delivered by Friday, and then the other half of the things I ordered came in later, so obviously it's going to be later than Friday. Some things are already saying the 14th of November, so they took their sweet time sending it out. So that's kind of a bummer. I'm sure they were busy. I don't know that they hire people just for that time, that they were super busy, but so hopefully everything's in the packages. That's one thing. And then they sent out a thing like, oh, if you order now, you get an extra 10% off of what you normally would get on your Club Inspire. It was like the after birthday party. And then there was like another $10 off of some certain amount, so I did use that one. And then a couple days ago, I got an email saying if I used the code birthday, it was in capital letters, so you can try it. And I don't know if you have to be logged in with your Club Inspire or what, but if you logged in, or if you ordered something and used the word birthday, it was capital letters, you get 15% off on everything, the whole site, right? Which I did use, because that's pretty good. And that's how I ended up ordering the new trinket boxes or decorative boxes that HSN had too, or they make like a little gable box or like a honeycomb box. They have different names for them. I think on HSN the whole set was $116. With a discount, I got everything for $101, all 4 sets. So $15, no tax and no shipping, so that really adds up. Just an extra few bucks there. So I did it that way. And then they had the whole peekaboo lineup, right? The new little... Where's my card? I don't know. The subscription box I just did, the last one, number 18, it was kind of like a character die set, kind of with that peekaboo styling. other companies did these things a long time ago. I remember going to scrapbook expos and buying the little, like the front of the stamp and then the little back, and you put the little die, but they didn't have dies at those times, so you had to cut it out yourself. And then they had like those little wobbly things to make it wobble or whatever. I can't even remember the company's names now. Maybe AI. I don't know. A bunch of different companies were doing that. So there's a little different take, but the ones that they have right now on HSN on their website are like Wild and Pet, I guess is how they separated them. So for some reason right now on Crafter's Companion, you can get the whole set, all 6 of the stamp and die sets, plus low-tack tape, which we know is not very low-tack, and also the dies that cut the circle aperture and cut like the rectangular aperture for $56. And so with my extra discount, I got it basically for like 47 bucks. And then on HSN's website, if you were to buy the 2 sets, right, the way they split it up, 2 sets of 3 each, the Wild and the Pet one, that's $50 already because they had a $24.95. So for less than the 50 bucks, again, no shipping and no tax, I got all sets. I got the low tack tape and I got the aperture cutters, which I think they wanted 15 bucks for on HSN. So I got them that way. So I'm gonna have to wait for them. Obviously it takes a while, but if you order them HSN, you're gonna get yours in the next, week or so, or probably less than that. So there were different things that I was kind of comparing, and that's what I was telling you guys. It's getting a little too much where I have to like go here and go there and see what the best price is, and sometimes it's better just to order the thing and just be happy with it. With HSN, I mean, you have until the end of January 31st to return, so that's a nice option. Obviously, you don't have that option with Crafter's Companion. So, it has its ups and downs. So let me know what you guys ordered. Oh, there's another thing I ordered. I thought I put it, I could swear I paid for it. I saw it in the thing. I saw it in my, orders. And then all of a sudden the next day in the morning, it was in my cart, I guess. So there was something in my cart and I'm like, whatever. I didn't really look at it until later and it was already sold out. And I guess, I don't know what happened because I'm telling you, it was there. It was the sentiment stamps where you get it was $100 and you get the folder and the sentiment stamps, and then, they're gonna have an auto ship on that, and I love getting it on the auto ship, so that's a real bummer. I was like, oh man. So I called them in and they're like, well, sometimes later in the day people cancel orders, so maybe check back later, maybe we'll have a few back in stock, and it didn't work out, but that's fine. I don't need them. I don't think when I die, I'm gonna bury those with me. It's fine in the long run, guys. It's fine. But if you got them, enjoy them. They were really cool. I like the sentiments that came along with that. One thing I did want to mention about that is that it only has 7 stamp sets plus the binder, and in the description it tells you 10 stamp sets and the binder, and that's not true. It comes with 7 sets and the binder. They repeated some of the names, so it's kind of a bummer because they kind of make you think that it's like $10 stamp set and you get like a free binder, but no, it's 7 stamp sets, the binder, and then the auto ship that goes along with that. I did get some other auto ship items though. So, long story short, I know I've chat a lot. At the beginning I'll put there when we're going to open up this fairy garden, which is so cute, set. You can use the code birthday for like the next few days. So if you're watching this, what is it, November 6th? I don't know what date it is. It's going to be good for, I think, I don't know, just the next few days. So if you're going to use it, go ahead and use it. That's 15% off. When I logged on yesterday, when I got that email, or I had thought about it, I hadn't ordered anything yet, they had a quick little thing there that popped up, and it says if you use the code firework, okay, firework, it was in capital letters, 20% off the whole site on top of the discount you already have. But it did not include the peekaboo stamps, which is the one I bought the day before. So it was a good thing I used my little 15% on that anyway. And I think you can only use them one time whenever you use a code. So whatever you're going to buy, make sure to load it up and then use those codes. So 15% off birthday is the code. You get site-wide, and then 20% off using firework, but you cannot use it on that little set of peekaboo, the new stamps. So I just want to tell you guys that because I know sometimes people ask where I get the coupons and things like that. HSN unfortunately didn't really have coupons coming up, so I guess they learned what's up, I don't know, but that we like to get in there early and use 20% off or $20 off coupons, but that's okay. So this one I did get to use, I believe it was a 20% off coupon for the Fairy Garden set. What happened is they brought it on, it was $99, and I'm like, they always reduce the price once the show comes up or when you get closer to the time. So I just kind of ignored it, And then whenever that coupon came up, they had already reduced the price to $89. I'm like, which is pretty good, because a lot of times in the show days, they might take 20 bucks off of a $100 item. It just depends. So to me, I was like, okay, it's at $89. I get 20% off. I think shipping was $7, which was not horrible. By the way, they should do $5 flat rate shipping every day, all the time for craft items. I think they would get a lot more sales, but that's okay. So it was $7. So to me, I basically got $18 off. I paid $7 in shipping, so I got another like $11 off of the price of the set. So that was good. So I was happy to do that, and they did not reduce the price of this. I think they went to 86, or maybe I'm thinking of a different set. Might have been a different set. I did see something that was 89 and that was 86, and she's like, "Oh, you're so lucky because that's even better." Oh, you know what? That was the vintage lace. That's what it was. The vintage lace one, they brought it down from like 100 whatever to $86 on the day of the show, but. So this is their set that I had no idea. You know, a lot of times they do the previews, and I don't know. I guess I just didn't see the previews on this. Oh gosh, that glare is not the best. Oh, how about that? But then, well, that's a little better, but it casts a shadow. I'm gonna have to put something. I had these little. I know I like to talk off, you know, but a bunch of stuff. They're like diffusers basically, but they weren't diffusers. What's funny is it came with the my vacuum that for my nails whenever I, you know, do the artwork to take them off to remove the nails. A lot of dust comes out, and that vacuum thing had like these little bags that you put on the back, and they were like kind of see-through and gauzy, and I'm like, oh, that'd be perfect for my light. So I would put them on the lamp instead of even using them on my vacuum. So anyway, I didn't know anything about this fairy garden. Then I started looking, I'm like, oh, I guess they did talk about it, but I didn't see it. So I was really excited to get it because it's super adorable. You guys, if you got this, if you ordered it, I think you're going to enjoy it. So let's get right into it at this point now that we're like, what, probably 10 minutes into the thing? I don't know. We have our flower bed edge, and this is an edgeable die. So what they're showing here is like if you put it, you know, if you have your card and you put it at the crease line there, you would just, you know, fold, obviously have your card out, run it through, and then fold your card again. You're going to have this little pop-up on the edge of the card. This is Nature's Vines. Oh, you know, I'm glad to see this because I did order vintage lace, but I ordered it from Crafter's Companion site during the birthday week. And I got their mini kit basically for like $62, which was really great right now. But they have it off the site now because they sold it out, and I don't remember what was in it exactly. I'm like, okay, it was the mini set. I think it came with the flower dies. I think it came with the foam. I wasn't sure. The flower dies and the foam right now are $21.95 on HSN site, so I was like willing to buy it because it also comes with stamens. But at the same time, if I already have it, so it's kind of a bummer. They don't show it. They're like sold out. They just don't show it, so I don't remember what was in the mini set. So if anybody ordered it and you remember what was in it, let me know because I would like to get in on that the HSN one. I'm pretty sure it came with the flower dies. Anyway, for the foam. But there was a set of vine, like this kind of thing, and I didn't get it. So this is cool. So this can work for that too. And then this one is the signpost, which is adorable. Just little dies. And then we have the pretty posies, and these are really cute. They're just kind of smallish, obviously flowers, you know. Really, really cute. Oh, did you guys get the Empress Mini? I ended up ordering it. I think I've chatted with so many people on here. I like to go back and forth in the comments, and people like to read the comments, so that helps everybody out to kind of know what's going on. I did order it, like I told you guys. I think the price range should have been $100. It was $129, and supposedly that's their special price, right? And then a gal on there, I think it was Bobby Ray, mentioned that it's gonna be $199 at retail. And then, you know, Anna didn't really say anything, but then later in the little episode, Anna said that the mini was going to be exclusive to HSN. So I don't know if that's true, but if that's the case, they're not going to raise it to $199. They'll probably have it for like $149. I don't know. I mean, I'll check it out. We'll see. Obviously, I'll do a review, but I like it better because of the plate system. Well, because it's just like the plate system that goes in the other machine, right? And you can actually emboss with that. I feel like with the Gemini Go, the embossing is a disaster. It just gets chewed up, right? So, and it's much smaller. Obviously, the Gemini Go is more like and I already have a review on that, and I love, anyway, reading the comments on the review, on the video I did about all of the cutting tools that I have, like those machines, because everyone likes to talk about what they have too, and that's how we are, right? We're like, oh, I have this. And then, you know, you let us know what you like best. And it seems like the Sizzix Sidekick is, the Big Shot is Boss, which I didn't know that. I was a Cuttlebug girl forever, but, you know, they ditched us, so we gotta move on. But, so I did order it, and we'll see. I mean, this is adorable. The Enchanted Doorway. I want to mention something else real quick. On Crafter's Companion site, they also sell a bunch of like things that come from different, from the UK basically. And was it, Creative Expressions, is that the name of the company? They have this cute stamp and die set, but the stamps are out right now. So I'm like, how do you sell the stamp, but you still have the dies? And you can stamp all these little tiny like fairy doors, like 15 different ones. So the stamp set, and then the die set is 15 different little, you know, stamps or dies that will work with those stamps, and they're so cute because they open the little doors and all the different styles, like so many different styles of door. It's really adorable, but I keep my eye out for that one because I'm not gonna buy the dies if I don't have the stamps, but we'll see. Enchanted doorway, and this is a good size. I hope you can kind of see that. It says 2 pieces. I guess this outer piece is different from the inside piece. I did want to try this out for you guys, so we'll see what we do because my video is going on really long already. But Home Sweet Home, it has the cute little toadstool like house and then the little die for it. We have stamps here. Okay, these are garden friends, and I don't know if you can see the little characters. Super cute. Really, really cute. The little fox and everything and the different little rabbits and stuff. I guess, here we go. Maybe you can see a little better there. And then this other one is called Fairy Fables. And she said, we've never done anything like this before, but I was like, isn't this basically like that fantasy, the Christmas one that they do with the elves? I don't know. It's kind of similar, but a little different. Really cute. And then this one is, again, the little toadstools with the little cutout for it. Again, if you just hold tight, you might end up finding this. I don't remember if she said this was exclusive. I know they didn't really go over it because, again, I guess, you know, they're already selling it without having to really show it. This is adorable. The flower fairy. Oh my goodness. And then she has her little die. Let me see if I can show you how cute that little girl is. She's so sweet and classic looking. I love it. And then this is cool. This is the Hidden Garden 3D embossing folder. And again, it's just a beautiful embossing folder. And usually they do 5x7 size. And I mean, look how pretty that is. And then this is a cut and emboss one. Oh, this is fun. I don't know which one I'm going to use. So this is called Make-A-Wish. And it cuts out this whole aperture here. And then it has the embossing of the... oh my gosh, am I going to do this again? Whenever I forget what these are called. And then people have to tell me what they're called in the comments. I will... Dandelions? Or something they called it before. I don't know. But anyway, so you have these little guys. And then, does it say on there? Make-A-Wish. No, it does not say. Nope. Hopefully that's what it is. Okay, paper. So this paper pad, if they sold this by itself on their website right now, I would get more of it. Even before I even looked at it because it's so pretty. I can see that it's going to be very, very pretty. I love it. Let me open this up and see what... Let me open one side. These sticky things, I hate these. Like, ever since they always did die cuts with a view with these weird, they drive me nuts. Okay. Oh, goodness. All right, I'm gonna kind of try to flip through. So these are tags, toppers and stuff like that. I know you can't see all of it, but you can kind of get the gist of the colors. So there's 2 sheets of each of the, look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, I love it. This stuff is double-sided and it has glitter on this side with all kind of more basic. Everything's glittery. I remember Sarah mentioning that. Like this paper, I'm telling you, I would buy several pads of it if they sold it by itself. So on the back side, it's all glittery, or has glitter, different colors. And then on the front, look at this. For a scrapbook page for a little girl, or, oh my gosh, how adorable is that? I love it. So there's 3 pages of each, it looks like. This is just a really pretty floral that you can cut up and put, you know, in the back of your cards. I think that's amazing. Another nice big background. I don't do a lot of scrapbooking anymore, and I think I need to get back into it because it's so cute whenever I run into books that I did and I don't even remember, and my kids, when I show it to them, they're like, oh yeah, and they love it, you know, and it's so sweet because you forget that you even did it. Like, I have so many books, I'm like, what is this? So I really need to get back to that, especially because I have crates and crates of pictures because my thing was print the pictures out so you know, you don't delete your digital images. And so I have thousands of images that I need to scrapbook. I think that's the thing about cameras nowadays, because you have this digital thing, you're not so discerning, and when you take the pictures and then you don't delete them, or you just print them all because it's so hard to go through them at the time. Just print the whole thing, whatever is on the SD card or whatever, and then you end up with tons of pictures that aren't even all that great. And then what you can do, throw them away? No, of course not. You feel bad. Ugh. What a tangled web we weave. Look at this, so pretty. Everything in this, I've loved every single page that I've looked at. Look at the little toadstools. Oh my gosh. This one knocked it out of the park. I did order some of their other papers that they have on their website just because I don't normally just order their paper pads. But if they come up with this by itself, I will be ordering it. I think she says on things like this, they only make it one time and then that's it, you know. But we've all seen the grab bags that supposedly are things that were only made one time. And they're super cheap and sell it to you, right? So let me look through this stuff. I'll make a quick card because like I said, I've talked about this stuff enough. If I have to open packages, I'll do all that. I'll come back with the paper and we'll just put something together real quick. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this simple. So I have a piece of stamping card here. It's the Crafter's Companion stamping card I just have left over from another project. And I told you guys I would open these up, didn't I? Of course I did not, and now I don't know where my scissors are. Here we are. I didn't open this one, I opened the other ones. So all I'm gonna do is stamp the little girl with the Finesse alcohol proof dye ink, and then I'm going to color her in with my Spectrum Noir. Maybe I'll show a little bit of that. I'm always using the Spectrum Noirs though. Maybe I should use Aqua Blends today. I haven't used those in a long time. With that one, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna wet it. If anything, if I used it, I'm gonna use it as a blending. Maybe the color blend. Yeah, why not? I haven't used those in a very, very long time. So that one, it doesn't really matter what ink you use with your color blend. It's just, I'll show them to you in a second. So this is really cute. I don't know why it's cut out exactly for her. Oh, that was a bummer. I just ripped that off. This is cut exactly right around her. Acrylic stamp. I usually mention that. I know somebody asked the other day when I was doing something. I'm like, oh, I didn't mention that they're acrylic. If they have photopolymer stamp, it will say that on the packaging because they charge more for them and they let you know that it's photopolymer. So I'm just using my big Gemini Junior plate to ink this up. And I do that every once in a while, but I was looking for a larger stamping thing and I don't know what happened to any of my stamping tools, so I'm just using this. I did order some of their stamping platforms, which I never did, but they were a good deal when I saw them the other day, so I went ahead and ordered it. Not a horrible image, so that's pretty good. I'll keep it. If it was bad, I would turn it over and do it again, but that's pretty good. No ink on here, okay. Let's put this guy back. Normally I would wash this off, but I don't think that ink is very acidic, so I think we're okay. And I'm going to color this in before I run it through, that way it's easier. Let me talk about these papers that I have here. I have just this piece of matte foil cardstock that is basically an extra. Whenever you order their cardstocks from Crafter's Companion, they always have like a sampling in the front of the package. So this one had the glitter, it had a sampling of the matte, and then at the bottom it had the really shiny one. So I just took the piece that was already cut that they give you. It's kind of a freebie. Oh, sorry. So I took that and I cut it at 4 7/8 by 6 7/8, so it's just smaller than 5 by 7 because I didn't want this whole thing to be on the front of the card. And then I did the same thing with this one. So this one's 4 7/8 by 6 7/8, and I'm gonna layer this on top of this, and we're gonna make a shaker card. Okay. So I have a 5 by 7 in my mind's eye card base, that card blank that I've just bought at Tuesday morning a while ago. We're gonna run this through here, but I'm not gonna do it quite yet. But this is what's weird about this one. You have to really feel it, and I don't know why. This one doesn't even have a name. The color's on this side, but basically these pieces need to push into this. So basically our paper is gonna have to be face down this way. And I don't know why they do it this way. You think, for me, if I'm looking at it and there's color here, that's why I should put my paper up and then run it through, but that's misleading. So we'll talk about that in another second. But let me put that to the side for right now. We're not gonna do it quite yet. And so again, like what I'm gonna do is go ahead and just color these in. And I said I would use my color blends, even though I'm not the best at that. I don't know why. I decided to try something different today, but I've had these for a long time and I hardly ever use them. So this is the Essentials pack. It does have some skin tones and it has like some brighter colors too. So I think this will be good to color our little gal with. If you were going to be using water, make sure if you're going to use like the Aqua Blends, that what you stamped with here would be the waterproof ink, okay? So again, I left this on here. I don't know why. I should cut this off. The last time I reviewed them, I just kind of pulled them out of there. And then we're going to make our little glitter mix to go on there, okay? So basically, like I said, I'm not going to waste your time because it's going to take a while. I'm just going to come in and, I don't know, what do we got here? Let's say she has brown hair. I want to try these colors out though. That's cinnamon. And this is the next one up. Okay. So it's kind of like the same as when you're doing your other color. I'm going to use a very light hand and I'm going to color her all her little head in. So I do have Gamsol with this if I want it to help me blend, but I don't think I'll be using it today. So I'm going to use this, and then, you know, wherever you think it's going to be darker, I'm going to come with the darker brown and kind of just blend that into the lighter color. And just put accents here and there, right? Wherever I need it. And that's all I'm going to do with all of it. So I'm just going to go in and color this little gal in, and I'll be back when I am done. Okay, so I think I'm done. I just took like the pinks and some purple and a little green, 2 shades of each one, and to do what I did here. And as far as her wings, I got the lightest color blue, and all I did was just kind of go around the edges a little bit. Again, if you have Gamsol, you can really fade that out if you really want to, just to make them look like a little more gossamer. So I just went around the little edges. You can do it with gray too. I just thought for this one, the blue was a better choice. Because, you know, I'm totally like a pro at coloring. Like, I'm like, oh, I just went with the blue. Anyway, so I'm going to take this, and it totally stuck. Whatever, I'll leave it there. So again, if you want to make yourself a little fake out so you know exactly where this is going to cut, I'll do it right now because I keep mentioning it, but I don't show it to you guys. It's just an old school trick, and somebody had mentioned, they're like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for showing us that. And I thought everyone knew this, so you never know what people know or don't know. So let me just grab a scrap piece of paper that I'm sure I have one nearby. I keep throwing things on the floor. I did clean up though, so it's going to be harder to find than I think. All right, I have this bright green piece of paper. That'll help us see. And for right now, all I'm going to do is take this and just use scrap paper, okay? And I'm going to put it, you know, cutting edge down. I have my white plastic shim, my magnetic shim. I don't really care if this shifts or moves, it doesn't matter. So let me just run this through. And I'll show you what I mean. So this is good for, like, a lot of times back in the day we used to have all these flower dies, and the flowers are hard to tell because the edges are kind of wonky and all that. So let me put this back in here. Oh, this thing stuck to here. Of course it did because of that tape that's already on there, which is kind of a no-no. Let me get this tape off because for this, that's going to matter. Okay, so let's put this back on here, right? It's right exactly where it was. And just get a piece of tape. I'm going to use the low-tack tape because it's in front of me, but it's plenty tacky enough that it will stay on here forever. And I'll put it in this edge over here. So basically you want to catch some of the metal plus, you know, your item there. So I'm going to bring this over. I'm going to bring over my little piece of paper. And what you're going to do is flip this open. And see if they have this aperture? I can bring it over here and line it up exactly where I want it. See how perfect she is fitting in there? Right? I always end up to left, to right. Maybe I cut something off. So this is perfect, exactly where it is. Right there. And I think it just so happens... Actually, let me move this over. Because my scrap piece of paper is really big. Usually you want it to scrap. That's only a little bit bigger than what you're doing. That way you don't have to... adjust for the paper being here. There we go. And you can put another piece of tape to help you hold those two together. But for right now, I think we're okay. And I'm just going to put this over. Hopefully that didn't shift. Again, you can put another little piece of tape if you feel that helps you. And now we're going to cut. And that should be pretty much where I put it. Next thing we're going to cut out is that embossing folder. Oh, let's see. Aw, look at how cute she came out. I got a little bit of the green paper before, but stuck on there, but I'll take that off. But that is pretty darn near perfect, isn't it? Okay, so we have that element. A little tip for you guys. And put this away before I end up losing it. All right, for the 3D folder, you only need, ooh, let me see. I don't like that on the back of this. They're like, oh, look at your instructions. Why don't they just tell you on here how to use it? But I'm pretty sure it's just the 2 plates. We'll see. If it doesn't fit, then we'll... Okay. Again, you can kind of see where this, if you really look at it, is indented. Right? This top part is indented. And then we have our cutting edge. So that'll help you when you're using these kind of things. Obviously, we always want our cutting edge pushing into the nice side of our paper. So that'll work out. But I just don't know why they, you know, to me, every other embossing folder, the picture's there. And when you do this, that's what you see. That's where the paper should be, but they don't do it that way. So always make sure the pieces that are pushing up on the back side of the paper, right? The opposite side. And let me see if this is good enough. Yeah, I guess that is good enough. So just your 2 plates. Sometimes they even do a plate and like a shim, the white shim, but this seems like it worked. And oh, look how pretty. It could be a little tighter. Maybe I should have put the metal shim just because it cut it and that's great, but like I could have had this a little bit more up. And then it didn't quite get this bottom edge, which is weird because I measured this thing, it's 5 by 7 and this is smaller than 5 by 7, but anyway, we'll just ignore that for now. Is that all the cutting? I hope that's all the cutting I need to do right now. I believe it is. Okay, let me grab the acetate that I did not get because I forgot, and I will be right back. We'll assemble our card. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm telling you, sometimes I'm looking everywhere, and I know I have acetate from Crafter's Companion. Finally found it. It took me about 10 minutes to find, even though everything else that I have from them is in this one section right here, especially these specialty papers, but that one, I don't know. Basically, I hadn't put it away from when I hauled it, I guess. Okay. Let's do this thing. Put this aside for a second. We're gonna start at the bottom. So we have our 5 by 7 card. Make sure it's opening the right way. That's always, oopsie, a big deal. I am gonna use let me use my call just because I have it here. I keep using tape runners. I love this stuff and I have tons of it. So whenever I order from Crafter's Companion, if I always need like a couple more bucks to get free shipping or something like that, I always throw in glue, especially the 3D glue gel. People keep asking me where I get this. Crafter's Companion. That's the only place I've seen it. I'm assuming they own Call. I don't know, to be honest. But they sell everything Call there, so I haven't been able to see how to get it otherwise. The 3D glue gel is the one thing I would definitely get. Like this one right here, it kind of reminds me of Beacon's 3-in-1. And then their tacky glue, I mean, you can get tacky glues anywhere, so. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down. Of course, we want our little toadstools facing up. This is the cutest paper in the world. Without a doubt. I'm just saying that straight up right now. Okay. Now, I am also going to use that same Collall to glue the acetate to the back of this paper. Okay, so this acetate I cut a little smaller than this paper. So if we cut this at 4 7/8 by 6 7/8, this is smaller than that. And I used their guillotine cutter to help me do that, and it was like it was way off. I don't know why. Sometimes that guillotine cutter, I'm telling you, the Crafter's Companion one, I've used it so many times on so many projects, and I always feel like the numbers are off. So maybe it's just me. Make sure to hold it down, that little guard, when you go to cut, because that also, if you don't hold it down, it slips, but I don't know. Okay, so this one, what I'm going to do is make sure I have plenty of glue here on those very edges. It's not going to matter, but you don't really want it to pick up away from that, so I'm just going around the edges and, of course, this very corner. Okay, so I'm sorry, whenever I put my head down, I'm even thinking about getting a mic, because I put my head down a lot, and then maybe you don't hear it as well as when I'm projecting right into the thing, but, ooh, I'm already getting static on this. And I cannot find my static awayer, guys. I know everyone, we used to have those little static pads back in the day. I have one. I just don't know where it is. Because I never used it, so it's probably just popped in somewhere. I don't know. So I'm just going to place that acetate on there. If anything comes out the very edges, I'm going to clean that up. So I'm just looking at the back side right now, just to make sure it's nice and clean. But I can see it went through right there, so I'm going to turn this over. And kind of make sure I get rid of that little stickiness there. And this stuff, once it dries, it kind of peels away anyway, so I'll probably wait for that to dry. And I'm going to wait for this whole thing to dry anyway, because we're going to use it to obviously cap the top of our card here. Oh, I did want to mention, do not throw away your little mask. Once you've made it, just, I cut it down to size and just keep it on here, because this will always help you. You don't have to waste another piece of paper later. You already have it ready to go. Put it back together, pop it back in its sleeve. And you're good to go. So I'm just putting that away while that's drying. What else can we work on? Let me think. We do need to put our little lady in somewhere. I'm going to put her inside. So I want to put her in here somewhere. Obviously the shaker's going to be up a little bit, right? She's too covered up there. Maybe down here somewhere. Oh, it's such a sweetie. So she needs to be in this corner. I don't know if I want to pop dot her at all. And the reason I'm thinking no is because, oh, wouldn't that be cute if we put her on a string? I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself here. I was just thinking, if we put a little string behind her, and then you still have that gap. Okay, we're gonna have to do that. So let me see here. How long does the string have to be? And the string has to end up there, and hopefully it doesn't fall off while it's in there. So let me grab some string, and it's right here in front of me. I don't even know why. I don't know the last time I used string. And I'm using this white one. If you have like clear, what's that stuff called? Like fishing twine, or like the stuff you would use when you do, oh, what's it called? Beading, that would be good too. So I'm just gonna take this tape, and I'm putting a good amount here so it's not just barely holding on. We want her to be secure. Look how low tack this is, right? It's like sticking to my nails. Super low tack, you guys. Okay, whatever. Whatever. I was gonna cut it off, but I'd rather not. Okay. So this hopefully won't be a disaster since we just came up with it right now. And let me put another little piece of tape. I might have some glitter sticking on this piece that's kind of messed up right here. And I want to make sure at the very top that that's getting held down so it's not flopping around. Okay. Ooh. And then what I'm going to do is let the top, when we stick this on, let that hold that down, right? And then I'm going to cut the excess off after that. So let's say she's right here. You guys, this is going to be cute. She'll have a little space to move right now. Obviously, she's not going to move. So we kind of want to just see where she needs to be. She needs to be like right about there. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put this to the side. Obviously, we can mess with it in just a little bit. We're also going to put glitter on her. So this is a lot of techniques I haven't really done. Okay. This guy, we need to put all kinds of foam tape. And I just realized, do I have foam tape that would work that way? Like long pieces? What is this? This is little tiny pieces. Let me see if I have any long foam tape, and if not, I'm gonna have to go get the, well, what do I want to do? I might have to go get out the set from the Crafter's Companion shaker card kit, because that way I can use that foam tape and put it all around here. Okay, even though a shaker box kit was my favorite sub kit, I cannot find it. What did I do with it? I'm telling you, it was less than a month ago that thing came in and I reviewed it. I have other boxes down here, and then upstairs where I have all my, you know, 1 through 18, they're not there. So, but you guys remember I didn't really like the foam adhesive. It was really gooey. So I'm looking through all my stuff, and I have this Crafter's Companion large 3D foam pad kit, and now I look at it, I'm like, is this strips? They're so big that they're like chunks. So what I did with this one down here, all I did was take off the whole row on one piece, because you can kind of gouge at it even though it's supposed to be 5 pieces. I laid it all right here. And then I have these other skinny ones that I will pretty much do the same thing. I don't even know, are these cut again? No, they have 3 cuts, but basically, you know what else you can do? You can just take this off, layer it where you want, and then push it down, and that'll stick, and then when you lift this off, that'll come off, right? But they're kind of cut in a way that you can do this with it, so maybe that's why they did them that way, I don't know. But what I'm gonna do is take a few pieces at a time like this, and if they come apart, you know, I'll fix it. But see how that's kind of like a strip? And this one is a little bit thinner because I do have to go on the edge. Just butt it up against where you left off, because you don't want your glitter to fly away. And these are all the same thickness, so that works out. There are some different 3D foams that are different thicknesses, so you might need to gauge that as you work with it. But I'm going to go around this whole thing and just basically do what I just showed you, okay? I do have the Anna Griffin dimensional adhesive kit. They're a bunch of foam squares, but those are small to like a medium size. They're not as big as these, so, you know. So what I'm going to do is fit like another one in here. If I need to cut it, I will. Like right here. Just butt it up against there. And that last little piece, I'm going to cut it off, and then I'm going to keep working around, okay? Work my way around. I think I'm at the last piece. And I just want to show you, if you need to cut any of these strips so that they fit somewhere, cut it through the paper. That way the sticky part, if you remove it and then cut it, this stickiness will stick onto your scissors, and then it'll be kind of a mess. So I just have this one last little piece I'm going to try to tuck in here. I think that'll work. If it really needs to get pushed in, that's good. It's better to be that way than to be too small. And so I just put some regular pieces here. Try to take these off. That little Craig, he does this a good job with taking off the backs of this stuff. I probably need to use a sticky tool. I had almost done. See, everything else came off really easy. I don't know what's going on right now for me. Like this one. And this one. Come on. And I don't know where. Oh, here. This stuff is super sticky, so just be careful because it really, really wants to stick to everything. Alright. Okay, I got that off. It's like totally sticking to my nails. Okay. I'm going to put this to the side for right now. Keep it somewhere safe. But as you can see on this side, you don't see any of that in the background, right? Okay. Now let's put this to the side. Let's not forget our little creation. We like her where she is. We'll put that there. So I'm going to do, I just went out to my nail area where I keep it in my garage now, but I have tons of glitters, and I grabbed a pack of like little star glitters. I have these little iridescent chunkier glitters. I didn't want anything too fine because I didn't want it to get stuck on her. The things that we use on her are very waxy. So I feel like, ooh, that's kind of a lot already, but that's okay. Maybe that's too much, but there we go. She's kind of waxy, so I feel it smells like an old lipstick. It's kind of weird. The color blend. So I'm gonna put some little pink hearts. These are from Recollections called Coral Hearts. I have been spending a lot of time on this card. I don't even know what time it is. I know to pick up my son from school. Hopefully. Just a good little pile of stars. Sorry about that, I was running out of battery on my camera. It should do a noise or something. It just kind of flashes until I realize it. So I'm going to hold that down. Again, that's kind of where we wanted that little gal. And we're going to bring this, goodness gracious, right over this. I'm going to go ahead and lay it down in this bottom corner just so I can kind of eyeball that. And I'm kind of eyeballing it left to right also. And if you really wanted to, I guess we could have mixed our glitters. But I'm okay with just laying this down over on top. I almost had it. I'm a little bit crooked on this side. But who's going to look at this and say, hey, that's crooked on that side? Seriously. Look how cute. Oh my gosh. I can't even. There's some stuck right here, so let me really mess with those. Aww. I wonder if she's going to get stuck. Actually, she doesn't move, because maybe this is such a large area, you know what I'm saying? That this is... But... she looks super cute either way. So if you just want to stick her there, that's fine. She's not really moving. I mean, well, I guess she is if you really give her a nice little tap. But look at that. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Of course, you know, I said we're going to cut this off here. I wish I'd done it a little bit straighter. What I could do, though, is remove this whole thing, cut that piece off, and then put it on another card, right? So that it's nice and straight. But there you go. That's a good idea, I think. You guys want to try it out? Where's that paper pad? I'm trying to see if there's like a little sentiment we can just throw on top. Very good. That's cute. But let's have fun. I miss you so much. Oh, with the mushrooms. That's cute. Wishing you a wonderful birthday. Spread a little sparkle. Oh, I think that's the best one we're going to do. There's thank you very much. I'm going to get this. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm gonna have to go look and see if they have this on HSN, which I don't think they were selling it by itself. It was the whole thing, but oh, this paper is adorable. So, you know how they like to do. I'm gonna give it a little something like this. I'm gonna stick it down with some 3D glue gel and then some regular glue on the ends. So see how I kind of like messed with it? So what I do whenever I do that is I'll put glue like here, because that's gonna touch, and like here, because that's gonna touch the card. And then I get my 3D glue gel. It also comes with those little 3D flowers, which are super cute. It's basically the kind of flowers that we used to always make when you stack up your different layers of flower. I mean, I guess maybe just here. So push that down so that's touching. Look at that. Oh, I love it. So the little flowers would be cute to add some little 3D flowers maybe up in this area. But for right now, oh no. Okay, that's fine. I was like, oh no. All right. I think that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. If this kit is still available, I would definitely pick it up. It is adorable. I mean, come on. Maybe get some more of that paper. Hopefully I can do that. Maybe she'll bring it to the website. I don't know. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. And you can do this with all your 3D cut and emboss folders. So think about that, because I think that's really fun. I mean, this is... I had a lot of fun with it, even though there was a lot of work and there's a lot of things going on here. But look how cute, and she does move around. And you know what? Even if there's like stickiness on the very edges, the glitter is going to get into those corners, so she's not gonna stick to the glue. I was thinking maybe she's gonna stick to the tape, you know, on the side, but she probably won't because that's like covered in glitter. All right, thanks for watching, and I will see you at the next one. Bye now.